This is one of the most dangerous trades you will ever see in the market. And the problem is that it doesn't look dangerous at all. It looks clean, it looks strong, and it looks like the perfect opportunity to make money quickly. Most traders don't lose because they take bad-looking trades. They lose because they take good-looking trades at the wrong time. When you see a strong move, your mind immediately tells you that momentum equals safety. You feel like if you don't enter now, you will miss the move completely. That fear pushes you to act without thinking about structure or context. The chart looks simple, but the decision behind it is emotional. This is where most traders get trapped without even realizing it. The market doesn't trick you with confusion. It traps you with clarity. The move looks obvious, and that's exactly why it becomes dangerous. If you don't understand this, you will keep repeating the same mistake again and again. You will think your strategy is wrong, but the problem is actually your timing. You are entering at the wrong phase of the move, and once you understand this, everything will start to change. Let's first understand what you are actually seeing on the chart when this happens. Price starts moving strongly in one direction with big candles and very little hesitation. There are no pullbacks, no pauses, and no signs of weakness. Every candle looks confident, and the movement feels powerful. This creates a sense of urgency inside you because the move looks like it will continue forever. You start thinking that this is the breakout you have been waiting for. But what you are actually seeing is not opportunity, it is exhaustion. The move already used most of its energy to reach that point. You are not early in the move, you are late to the party. The strong movement you see is not a signal to enter, it is a warning to wait. Most traders confuse strength with continuation, but that is not always true. Strength without structure is unstable, and unstable moves don't last long. They reverse fast, and they trap late entries instantly. The first major problem here is simple but powerful. The price is already moved. When you see a strong move, it feels like it just started. But in reality, it has already traveled a significant distance. That distance matters because it represents consumed momentum. Every move in the market needs energy, and that energy is not infinite. When price moves too far without resting, it starts running out of fuel. Entering at that point is like trying to join a race at the finish line. You are not participating in the move, you are reacting to it. This reaction is emotional, not strategic. The market rewards early positioning, not late chasing. If you train yourself to recognize when a move is already extended, you will avoid many bad trades. Most losses come from entering after the move, not before it. The key is to ask yourself, how far has price already traveled? If the answer is a lot, then your job is to wait, not act. The second problem is the absence of a pullback or a resting phase. A healthy move always has pauses, small pullbacks, and areas where price consolidates. These resting phases are not weakness, they are strength being rebuilt. They allow new buyers or sellers to enter and support the move. Without this structure, the move becomes fragile. When price moves straight up without resting, it has no foundation underneath it. That means when the move stops, there is nothing to hold it in place. This is why sharp moves often lead to sharp reversals. Traders who enter without a pullback are entering without support. They are relying only on momentum, and momentum can disappear instantly. A pullback gives you information. It shows you where buyers or sellers are stepping in again. Without that information, you are trading blindly. and blind trading leads to inconsistent results. Now understand this clearly. Price cannot move straight forever. Every strong move needs to pause at some point. This is not opinion. This is how markets function. When buyers push price up aggressively, they eventually take profits. At the same time, new buyers hesitate to enter at high prices. This creates a natural slowdown in the move. If the market does not get a chance to rest, it will create that rest through a reversal. That reversal is what traps traders who entered late. They expected continuation, but they got exhaustion instead. The market is constantly balancing between movement and rest. If you only focus on movement, you miss half of the picture. The resting phase is where the next move is prepared. Without it, continuation becomes weak. So instead of chasing strength, start respecting the need for rest. That simple shift will change your trading completely. This is where your concept of fuel check becomes very powerful. Think of every move like a car running on fuel. When the car is moving fast for a long time, it consumes more fuel. If it doesn't stop to refuel, it will eventually slow down or stop completely. In trading, fuel comes from consolidation and rest. When price moves and then pauses, it is refueling. When price moves without stopping, it is burning fuel rapidly. If you enter when there is no fuel left, you are taking a high-risk trade. Most traders don't check for fuel. They only look at speed. They see fast movement and assume it will continue. But speed without fuel is temporary. Your job is to identify whether the move still has energy left. If not, you wait for the next setup. Fuel check is what separates reactive traders from disciplined traders. The biggest mistake traders make at this point is entering randomly. They don't have a clear reason. They just feel like they should be in the trade. This feeling comes from fear of missing out. When you see a strong move, your brain tells you that you are late, so you rush to catch it. But rushing leads to poor decisions. A trade should always have a clear reason based on structure, not emotion. If you cannot explain why you are entering, you should not enter. Random entries might work sometimes, but they are not sustainable. Over time, they will destroy your consistency. The market does not reward impulsive behavior. It rewards patience and clarity. Every trade you take should match your system. If it doesn't, it is a gamble, not a trade. So what should you do instead in this situation? The answer is simple, but requires discipline. You wait. Instead of chasing the move, you let it complete its phase. You allow price to pull back and create structure. This pullback is not a missed opportunity. It is the beginning of a better opportunity. When price pulls back, it gives you information about strength and weakness. It shows you whether the move is likely to continue or fail. Waiting feels uncomfortable because you are not in the trade. But that discomfort is part of becoming a better trader. The goal is not to be in every move. The goal is to be in the right moves. When you wait for structure, your entries become more controlled. Your risk becomes smaller, and your confidence becomes higher. A proper setup always includes a resting phase. This resting phase can be small, but it must exist. It creates a base where buyers or sellers can build positions again. When price breaks out after this base, it has a higher chance of continuation. This is where your edge is. Instead of entering during the move, you enter after the move resets. This gives you a better position and a clearer stop loss. It also reduces emotional pressure because you are not chasing. Many traders ignore this because they want quick profits. but quick entries often lead to quick losses. A structured entry may feel slower, but it is more reliable. Over time, reliability matters more than speed. This is how consistency is built in trading. Another important point is understanding where you are in the move. Every move has phases: beginning, middle, and end. Most traders enter at the end because that is where the move looks strongest. But strength at the end is often a sign of exhaustion. The beginning of the move is usually quiet and less obvious. That is where smart traders position themselves. The middle is where confirmation happens. The end is where traps occur. If you learn to identify these phases, you will avoid many bad trades. Your goal is not to catch the entire move, but to catch the right part of the move. This requires awareness, not speed. When you stop reacting and start observing, your trading improves. Let's simplify everything into one powerful rule. If there is no rest, there is no trade. This rule will save you from many unnecessary losses. It forces you to wait for structure before entering. It removes emotional decisions and replaces them with logical ones. Every time you see a strong move, instead of thinking enter, you think wait. This small change in mindset creates a big difference in results. Trading is not about doing more. It is about doing less, but better. When you filter out low-quality trades, your overall performance improves. You don't need more trades. You need better trades. And better trades come from patience. Most traders believe that more activity leads to more profit. They think if they trade more, they will earn more. But in reality, more activity often leads to more mistakes. The best traders are not the most active. They are the most selective. They wait for their conditions to be met before entering. They are comfortable doing nothing most of the time. This is difficult because doing nothing feels unproductive. But in trading, waiting is part of the process. When you learn to wait, you protect your capital. And protecting your capital is the first step to growing it. You have to understand that the market will always create opportunities. You don't need to chase every move. If you miss one trade, another will come. The problem is not missing trades. The problem is taking bad trades. When you focus on quality over quantity, your mindset changes. You stop feeling pressure to act. You start focusing on your rules and your system. This creates consistency in your behavior, and consistent behavior leads to consistent results. The market is not going anywhere, but your capital can disappear if you are not careful. So your priority should always be protection first, profit second. Over time, this approach builds confidence. Not confidence from winning trades, but confidence from making correct decisions. Even if a trade doesn't work, you know you followed your rules. That gives you stability. When you trade without rules, every loss feels personal. But when you trade with structure, losses become part of the process. This is what separates professionals from beginners. Professionals focus on process. Beginners focus on outcome. If you fix your process, the outcome will improve naturally. This is the mindset you need to develop. So the next time you see a strong, perfect-looking move, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, has price already moved? Is there a pullback? Is there a resting phase? And is there fuel left in this move? If the answer is no, then you already know what to do. You skip the trade. That decision might feel small, but it is powerful. The trades you skip are just as important as the trades you take. In fact, they define your discipline. And discipline is what creates long-term success in trading. The market doesn't reward you for being fast. It rewards you for being patient. So remember this: the best trades are not always the ones you take. They are the ones you have the strength to avoid. In the end, this is what separates traders who grow from traders who stay stuck. It's not how many trades you take, it's how many bad trades you avoid. Every time you see a strong move, remind yourself that strength without structure is not opportunity, it's risk. If price is already moved, if there's no pullback, no resting phase, and no fuel left, then your job is not to enter. Your job is to step back. That one decision can save you from unnecessary losses and protect your capital. Over time, these small decisions build discipline, and discipline builds consistency. The market will always give you another setup, but it will not give you back the money you lose by chasing. So don't trade because it looks good. Trade because it meets your rules. And if it doesn't meet your rules, you already know the answer. You skip it. Because the truth is simple. The trader you become is defined not by the trades you take, but by the trades you have the strength to walk away from.